Just 3 nickel boxes. So get the box here. And let's see. Fifth from the second. So let's open this up. Fifth from the second. And go ahead and open this up. So it's glued on pretty good. So fifth from the second. Boom! We're gonna hold that one on the side. And I'm not seeing anything else. I'll go ahead and look right here. First ever Civil War nickel ender. Boom. Once I knew I saw it, I knew it's gonna be a Civil War nickel. So we're gonna set that one aside for later. And yeah. Let's get started with this stream. It's gonna be a very long stream. Kickstarter Coins and Comics, how are you doing? As I suspected, we did have a Civil War nickel ender, so boom on that. What's up, AU Family Prospecting, John Castaneda? How you doing? We do have a Civil War nickel ender. As I told you guys before in the thing, the little video I made, that I saw something silvery, and it was. So we got a boom on that. Let's just go ahead. Let's get started. On this hunt, we'll hold that one for the very last row. Hopefully we do get some good stuff. Yesterday I did find a 1928S Buffalo nickel. So that was a pretty cool find. So let's hopefully we can find something else. Let me get a bit low so I can come a bit high level with this, and we'll come up a bit and we'll see if we find anything in these rows. So I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm doing well myself. Pretty happy that I got that Civil War nickel ender. That's my first ever War nickel ender. So hopefully we find some more stuff here. That's great. It's always good to watch a couple of videos to get your mind off some stuff. So nothing in that row. Let's go on to the next. Yeah, but yesterday I found a 1928S Buffalo nickel. I wasn't expecting that because I really haven't found a Buffalo nickel in quite a while, so that was pretty cool that I was able to find that. And I'm going to post a video on it. I was supposed to post it yesterday, but I just thought, you know what, I'll hold on to it for now. Starting to branch out and collect some star notes and coins as well for my coin books. Yep, I recently started getting a bit into bills, but the thing about bills is they're kind of hard to hold on to because some bills are quite expensive, like just not expensive, but just like high denominational bills that are old and stuff like that. They're very expensive to hold on to because it's just they take up a lot of money. I do have some bills here. Let's see if I can find them. I think I have them somewhere else, but they're just like older 20 bills, like from the 1970s. I only have 2 of them, and I have an old 10 from like I think it's 1988, I believe. But I have them somewhere else. But I'm almost done with my nickel book, and I'm happy that I'm almost done with that. That's the book I've been wanting to complete, and it's gonna happen. So hopefully we can get that done very soon. Get a scan pretty fast. Nothing there. If you guys haven't already subscribed, please do so. And if you haven't hit the like button, also please do so. Hopefully we get some people to come in. A bit more people. Okay, we got our first coin, a 1949. I'll put that under the scope. And a 1947. That was the ender. 47S. So we'll go ahead and put those coins up. You want some star notes from Living Room Patterns channel yesterday, and now I'm just waiting for them to come so you can do a video. Yeah, star notes are pretty cool. I used to have a bunch of them, but I just would hand them to my brother and just say hold on to them for like the hole in your pockets, like good luck bills or something like that. So we have a 47. Nothing to really look for on the 47s, the 47S. But the 49s, we can check for the 49. If it's a D, yep, it's a D, so we can check for the 49 D over S. And let's go ahead and do so. We got the scope right here. Bring it right here. And you guys, if you look on the bottom of your screen, you guys will be able to see it. Just looks like damage, but I'll go ahead and look at it on my screen right here. Yeah, that just looks like that almost looks like an S, but it's not. It's not prominent, so it doesn't look like it'd be a 49 D over S. But that's totally fine. I think the thing froze, so I'll have to come back. Okay, there you go. Yeah, but I don't think that's a 49 D over S, unfortunately, but at least we got some old coins on the list. Let's go ahead and get on to the next row. It's always kind of hard to open up these rolls sometimes. Don't see any silvery edges. Come on, buffalo. Hopefully we get a buffalo herd. It's always cool to see those. I've never actually seen one, but hopefully I'm able to find one. I've always wanted to. I think the most I've gotten in a box was 2 buffaloes. It's just a happy little couple buffaloes. So nothing right there. Go on to the next row. But I hope you guys' your day is going pretty well, and you guys have a good week. My day is going pretty well, so I'm pretty happy on that. And I hope you guys have a good weekend. So let's go ahead and open up onto this part. Don't see any special edges. See anything else here? Nothing there. Let's go ahead and put this right up. So, nothing in that row. Let's go ahead and go on to the next one. Let's see what we get. Let's see these particularly special edges right here. Let's go ahead and check if there's any goodies. Nothing there. Go ahead and put that down. Put this down. And nothing there. So if you haven't already, smash the like. If you haven't already, hit the bell and subscribe so you get notified anytime any new videos come on out. Let's go on to the next. Well, let's see if I see any 64, and it looks like a 2016 or 18. No oddities. Don't see any oddities there. We might have an old one right here. Nope, 62. Those 64s and 62s always get me. It's just a mint mark. Nothing in that row. So we'll go on ahead and get onto the next row. Let's go ahead and put this one up. Let's go ahead and open this one. Sorry if the screen's getting a little shaky right there. I'm being a little extra aggressive with these rolls. Might have an old one? Nope, of course it's a 64. Nothing there. Let's go on and look on the next one. Nothing there. If we don't get anything else in this box, I'm still fine that we have that silver nickel ender. Probably one of the coolest ender I've ever had. And I really don't have any cool enders. The only enders I really find are like what's it called? Just foreign enders. That's really it. Nothing much. It's always cool finding silver. If I find anything interesting, I usually add it to. Sometimes I might the silver coins I find might add in my book, and if not, they go into the silver baggie. Well, I have all my extra silver coins and dimes and stuff like that. What's up, coin collector Adrian? How's it going, my friend? Haven't seen you in a while. Hopefully all is well. Just right now, let me go ahead and show you. Right here we have a silver wartime nickel ender. It's pretty cool. We'll go ahead and put that up right there. And that'll be our last roll of the box. We'll go ahead and hold it for that. And we still have, even after we finish this box, we still got 2 more boxes, so the party's going to be on all night, guys. So stay tuned for any good finds. I'm sure they're going to be coming. Hopefully we get some buffaloes coming our way too. I've heard of them. But we haven't gotten anything since like a couple of rolls back. That happens sometimes. You usually get a bunch of good stuff, but then a couple rolls happen and then you get nothing. Okay, got a 41. Nothing interesting about the 41s. This one is a 41P Philadelphia, so we'll go ahead and put that on the pile right there. Okay, we got another one. 58D. Nothing interesting about the 58Ds. I mean, when I mean like nothing interesting, I just mean like the fact that there's nothing really you can look for on those coins. They're very common coins, so there's nothing really I guess you could look for them on them, but they're still old, and which is always cool. Next coin right here. Next roll, sorry. What's up, Jamie Coin Roll Hunter? Or Coin Hunter, sorry. How are you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day. If you haven't already, please smash like. We got a 1941 Philadelphia again. So I added that on. Also, Jamie, we got ourselves a Silver War Time Nickel, and it's pretty cool. It's Philadelphia. So wait for that. Yeah, the thing about those star notes is you can always check for the print rarity on them. And some of them are a lot more rare than others, so you might want to go online and search up Star Note Checker and input the information on the Star Note, and it'll check the print run and rarity of them. So why don't you go ahead and do that? And sometimes you can find some pretty rare Star Notes that are worth quite a bit of money, and even people will pay a lot for fancy notes like the Star Notes. And if there are fancy notes and Star Notes, it's a big extra. So might want to check on those. If you haven't already, please smash the like. It really helps out here. On to the next row. Okay, not seeing anything suspicious here. Nothing on this part of the row. Oop. 1939. Let's see the mint mark on the back. Hopefully there is a mint mark. If not, that's still okay because we got a 1939. So let's go ahead and flip it. 1939. I wish there was better lighting in here. Sorry, guys. See, it's put under the scope. Let's bring the scope over here. There we go. T1939. And there's no ender, no, what's it called, not ender, no mint mark, and it also has a ring of death, so this was a ender at one point. Let's go ahead and see, let's go ahead and see if there's any doubling on it. Not really seen any doubling. That they usually see it on sets. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Yep, so I don't see anything on those. On the 1939, but the 1939 nonetheless. So go ahead and add it right there. Let's go ahead and go through these coins right here. I don't remember going through them. So nothing there. So right there. Not seeing any, say, enders. Nothing. So nothing on that one. So nothing right there, guys. Thank you, Mr. John. If you guys haven't subscribed to each other, please go ahead and do so. Coin Collector Adrian, good guy. John Castaneda, everybody in this chat is good. I see some pretty slim rims, so we might have something in here, like not the thickest, they look a bit worn down to me. So hopefully that's something. Guess all those coins were just skinny, because there is nothing here. John, if you don't mind me asking, where are you from? Because Castaneda is a really prominent last name where I live. Nothing interesting. Oh, California. Nice. Just wondering because I live in South Texas. And almost everybody here is Hispanic, Mexican, so Castañeda is one of the names that it's a really prominent name down here. So nothing in that one. We are now on roll 16. Roll 16 of 150. Okay, that's a weird edge. It's a sticky coin. It's just a 64 that's all sticky. '64s are very tricking coins. They always trick you. The dimes and the pennies are the most. Like 1964 was the year that most of those coins were produced. You have lots of family in New Mexico and Los Angeles, Texas, and several other places. My father's parents divorced when he was young, so I never met the majority of my family. Yep, it's really interesting. My my grandparents, one of them was born in a town called Rio Rico, and that town, a very interesting thing about that town is it became U.S. and Mexican territories every so often. And when my grandfather was born, at that time it belonged to the U.S., so he was a U.S. citizen. But then, like a couple of months after he was born, it became part of Mexico. And it would just go back and forth because the Rio Grande would change the ways it would go. So let's say this was the river, and this was his town. So that would be the river. But every so often, when he was born, the town was on the U.S. side. But every so often, the river would change, so it would be on Mexico's side. So when the river would change, the countries, the U.S., if it was on the U.S. side, the U.S. would claim it. If it was on Mexico's side, Mexico would claim it. And then the U.S. and Mexico made a little treaty or whatever saying that Rio Rico would belong to Mexico. So that was pretty interesting. That's another thing that's really interesting is learning about where your family is from, history and stuff like that. It's very, very cool. For you younger guys like Adrian and Jamie, go talk to your grandparents and go ask them about about where they lived and if they had any interesting stories, because I'm sure they have plenty and plenty of interesting stories to tell you, and they can be passed on from generation to generation. And that's what keeps the legacy of your family alive. When you pass on that information, it's what keeps your name, your family, your relatives. It's what keeps them alive in spirit and remembrance. So try doing that. Try asking your grandparents about some interesting stuff. even about their parents, because I'm pretty sure their parents have, even your grandparents' parents had interesting stuff. Yeah, it is pretty interesting. I have some more interesting stories. Like I'll do another one. So my grandfather, the one I was just talking about, since he never really had a lot of money, so he'd go work on farms and pick strawberries and stuff like that. And one of the places he'd go was North Carolina, and that's where he met my grandmother. And my grandmother wasn't one of the workers; she was actually one of the the daughters of one of the people who own one of the farms. So when my grandfather and grandmother met, they came down to South Texas, and my grandmother worked in the army. She was stationed in, I believe it was Indiana, and also she was at Fort Knox where they hold all the gold. So that was pretty interesting. And the cool thing about her grandfather was that they owned a pretty prominent distilling company in Richmond, Virginia called Sowers Distilling Company. And around that time, around the 1920s, 30s, that's when prohibition started, where people weren't able to drink alcohol. So that messed up my whole great 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 grandfather's business. So here we got a 52. Nothing interesting about that one. So my grandfather ended up breaking the law and making bootleg alcohol and whiskey. And then because of all those bootleg stuff, they sent police officers all around looking for people who were making bootleg alcohol. So when they sent a police officer to my great 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 grandfather's house to go see if he was making, because they knew that he owned a distilling company, and his son, who was like 8 at the time, was crying because he thought his dad was going to get arrested because he was making bootleg alcohol. And so the son saw the dad taking out all the alcohol, and he thought, why isn't he hiding it? And that's when the police officer walked into the house. He opened the door, and my grandfather, my great 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 grandfather, put a whiskey, had a barrel of whiskey, and poured some in the cup. The police officer sat down, and he drank the whiskey, and he said, "Mighty fine whiskey, Mr. Sowers," and he got up and left. Isn't that funny? The only reason the police officer went there was to go get a drink of whiskey. He didn't arrest my great 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 grandfather. He just wanted some whiskey because that's a weird edge. Oh, Mexican peso. Because even the police wanted some whiskeys. So that was pretty cool. It's a really cool story. Always love that story. Hey, Adrian, you back? Yep. It's a good thing to learn about your family. Because your family, your parents, they won't be here all the time. Everybody's going to pass away. So you got to remember those good memories that you have. Those good, fun-filled memories. And keep them close to your heart. Because that's what's going to keep your legacy and your parents' legacy, your grandparents, your great-grandparents' legacy going. Is with you remembering them. So guys, always keep that in mind. And I know there's all this all these websites like Ancestry.com, but no, that Ancestry.com doesn't tell you stories about your grandparents, because how they supposed to know, you know? It's just you gotta have those good memories to remember your family. So that's my little fact for today. Wow, we got 5 people in here. What's up, guys? Sorry, I've been getting a little deep in conversation. If you guys don't know, we have a Civil War nickel ender, so that's pretty cool. It's always good having conversations like that with people, guys. Those conversations are always cool, always fun to have. Sometimes they may get a bit emotional, but it's always good to have some emotion. Oh, I think we have something. Nope, I don't think it's silver. It looks kind of brand new, but it's very polished 64. But for you younger guys, Adrian, remember guys, just go ahead. Why don't you do that? Go ask your grandparents if they're still alive, because I know that some people pass away. And my grandfather, the one I was talking about who lived in Rio Rico, did pass away. But the thing that keeps them alive is the memories. So always remember those memories, because that's what keeps them alive. So just go ahead, ask your grandparents about that stuff, and even if you have great grandparents, because some people have great grandparents. I have one great grandparent, and not too long ago, I think it was last week, she turned 94. And I think all of us want to have that. So why don't you guys go ask them how they made it, how they've done it that long. Raymond, we got a 1939 and we got a Civil War nickel ender, so that's probably the best thing we got so far. We also have a Mexican peso, so it's pretty good. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. It means a lot to me. If you guys want to talk about anything, we can go ahead and talk. Nothing political or anything like that. It's a family-friendly channel. If you guys have any interest talks about the coin topic, go ahead and tell me, and we'll go ahead and start a conversation on that. We got a 1955. We can check. Well, this is a D, so we can't check for the S over D. But we'll put that aside. I hope you guys are having a pretty good Friday. I myself am having a pretty good Friday. Running low on nickel wrappers, but I'm sure we got a container full of them on the bottom, stocked with plenty of them. That's what I've been doing. I've been going to the tellers and asking always for a little bit extra. And once you have a little bit extra, you basically accumulate over time. And then you have so many, and I mean so many wrappers. And it's just crazy. Like, I'll go ahead and show you. And that's not even all of them. I have, like, another box under my bed full of wrappers. Just in case. Make sure, guys, go ahead and subscribe to each other. Make sure not to use subscribe and chat, because YouTube doesn't really like that. But feel free to subscribe to one another. show each other some support. Go check out each other's videos. You never know, that might be your next favorite YouTuber. Thank you, Mr. John. We got some pretty good people in here. A lot of good people. Oops. Okay, let's go ahead and pull out the giant box full of the wrappers. Chop. The coin jar has to fall over. So we got the giant box full of wrappers. Let's go ahead and take out the nickel wrappers right here. These are cool because these are like the older nickel wrappers. So I know some people like having those older looking nickel wrappers. So I have a bunch of them. I hope you guys are doing pretty well. I was about to reach for that silver one nickel ender, but we can always get that later. Okay, let's go ahead and open this and see what's inside. $58. I think we already got a 58, so I'll go right there. Nothing there. If anybody can tell me how many likes we're at, please go ahead, because I can't see. I'm on Streamlabs right now. And also, tell me if you guys like the setup. Hope you guys do. Don't see anything here. And nothing there. Thank you, Raymond. Hey, John, it's okay if you're asking for a sticker swap. Don't worry about it. We're all here to support each other. It's okay if you can post it. I don't know about the email, how you're gonna do that, but it's totally fine with me if you wanna. If anybody wants to do a sticker swap with you, swap. I do not mind at all. I've been looking for one of those blank nickel blankets. Been looking and looking, and I hope I can find one, but who knows. Hopefully we get some buffalo nickels, something like that to show off here. Even some more silver nickels. I wouldn't mind. Who doesn't like silver? We got a 1957. Nothing really special about those coins. We had the 57 right there. Surprised we haven't gotten any 2009s yet, but who knows? We still got a couple of 2 boxes left and about 50 rolls more. I do not know if anybody has under 100. Please ask John so John will know. I don't know what he's wanting to do, but go ahead and give the man an answer. Oh, I accidentally clicked on that. If any of you guys can share the video, I know we don't have anybody over 1,000, but can try to. Please go ahead and do so. So we can get some people to go ahead and pop right in. Nothing there. Okay, nothing right there. Let's go ahead and go look for the next one. Next row. This one looks old on the left, so we'll go ahead and take a look at it. It's 64, of course. Always gotta have a love of 64, don't you? Okay, I see a 46 right here. 1946D. Nothing special about those coins. Just go ahead and scoot these over. One off from silver. So, we're getting closer. Let's go ahead and go to the next part. Man, now that I look back on it, I remember my first ever live stream was trying to do a live stream of my old Penny of the Day videos. And those did not go well. That live stream's probably And now that I look back on it, I realize how far I came since that old Penny of the Day live stream. It's just crazy and how far with all this whole setup right here. It's crazy. Think that I would come this far. If you guys have any questions or would like to support the channel, we do have an email right there, which is an email to a PayPal and my email. So you guys have any questions on any coins or anything, or just want to help support the channel, there's a what's it called? Email right there. Sorry about that. Yep, it's always good to pay it forward to help people out. Come on, Buffalo Nickel. Yep. Kept on going. Well, John, if you have a good phone, or as long as it's like an iPhone 6, you can film videos on your phone. What type of phone do you have, John? Yeah, John, what type of phone do you have? No ideas. Okay, I see some interesting ads, but I'm pretty sure it isn't. Yep, it isn't. So keep on going. Okay, we got 1958. Oh, it always says you don't have enough storage. Yeah, that at least happened on my old phone. Well, I'm sure there's plenty of videos on YouTube that can help you on stuff like that. But sometimes it's just it doesn't like that stuff kind of doesn't work. Sometimes it's more like it's better like to have like hands-on activities that help a lot better. Not seeing anything here. It's a beautiful 70D. We'll see if it upgrades in my book. Go ahead and take the good old book out. Get the good old Jefferson book out here. Let's go to 1970D. Pretty sure we have it, but I just want to get that one. The one that we have is in really good condition, so I'll go ahead and replace that one there. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue. Yeah, first I wasn't really tech savvy, but then once I started watching like videos and like that, they kind of help you out a bit. So I would try to watch videos on YouTube to see if they are any help. You can even ask some people that could help you. Because there's some people that are really knowledgeable and stuff like that. Yeah, like the phone that Raymond's talking about, those phones have like really nice cameras. I don't have a phone like that. I just have a iPhone 6, and it's a pretty good phone after all these years. It's been very good phone in fact. And I would recommend it because that phone is probably one of the best phones that you can get that's really cheap. It's only like I think like $200 to maybe even $300 at most. But that phone has a good quality. I think it films in 1080, and sometimes there's some that can even film in 4K. So that's a pretty cool phone I have. Nothing there. Nothing there. How much, if you don't mind me asking, Raymond, how much did the iPhone 10 cost? The one that you got? Bad tear job. Here we got the 1958. Oh, drop the nickel. Right there. Let's go ahead and pick that nickel up. Okay. Oh, that's fine. It's fine, John. Yeah, it's a really expensive phone back then. Now the iPhone 11, the new one, it's only $600. Almost half of that price you just paid. Nothing there. Yep, because of the iPhone 11. Yeah, the iPhone 11 only costs $600 now. I mean, the iPhone 11 just costs $600. Usually expect Apple and that company to have like it for like maybe 1,500, but no, only $600 for the regular one. I think the best one, I think it's like $900. So that's pretty crazy, and how cheap they went on for those phones. Yep, 6 plus, 7 plus. Let's see if there's anything in this one. Nothing here. Hey David, how you doing? If you haven't already, please subscribe. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty well. How are you doing, David? I need to sit back in my chair before my back starts hurting. Still got 4 iPhones. Quite a bit. If you guys haven't subscribed to each other, please go ahead and do. Go check out David. Next row. Also, David, if you're into coins and anything like that, we got a silver wartime nickel ender, so that's pretty cool. I'll have to go ahead and take a video of that one. Okay, we got a 1950, guys. We got a 1950 here. That's a semi-key date already. Sorry if you see, I'm kind of excited. I haven't looked at the reverse to see if there's anything. But that's already a semi-key date. Let's go ahead and flip it. Dang it. It's a 1950p. That means it's a semi-key date. I was hoping for the key date, the 1950D, but that is okay. That got me quite scared. Thought, oh my goodness, we have the 1950 key date, but nope, we don't. No, not see any edges. Okay, we got a 1939. Wow. Let's see if it has a mint mark. Let's hope it has a mint mark. Okay, drum roll. 1939. Nope, not a mint mark, but we can always check for doubling. Let's go ahead and get the camera ready. Let's go ahead and look to the bottom left of your screens and you'll see. Let's see if we see anything. Okay, I'm not seeing any doubling. But a 1939, nonetheless, that's the second one we have. So pretty cool. So let's go ahead and continue our hunt. This box is a pretty good box if I don't say so myself. Yep, it is an awesome wartime nickel. So hopefully we get something more before the box ends. We still have 2 more boxes after this, so don't leave yet. Okay, we got 1946. It's right there, add it to the list. Man, we're finding pretty good coins. Let's see. See if we think there's nothing else in there. Not seeing any enders or not enders, sorry, edges. Not seeing anything here. Nothing. Let's go ahead and see. I got 3 boxes of nickels. This is our first one. We're almost done with it. We still got 6 more rolls left. Let's go ahead and see if there's anything else here. Nothing there. So we're gonna go on to the last 5 rolls. If you haven't smashed a like, please do so. Let's see anything in here. Yeah, 1951. Go right there. Got another 1946. Not seeing any edges, interesting edges. There you go. So drop the nickel. Pick it up. Okay, we got 3 more rolls left. Not seeing any edges. Check these. Nothing there. Got 2 more rolls left, and then we'll go into that silver war nickel. Know you guys are probably waiting for that one. Okay, got 1 roll left after this one. Not seeing any special edges. Okay, we're about to get into that silver war nickel. Let's go ahead and put this up, and then we'll get right into it. I'm gonna go get my phone, and I'm gonna go make a quick clip on there so I can put on the YouTube channel. And I'm also gonna take a picture of it. So the war nickel one right here. Okay, I have the image right here. Okay. Get ready and open this. Hey guys, we got a silver war nickel ender right here, so we're gonna go ahead and open this up for you live. Let's go ahead and bring this down right here. Put it right here. I'm gonna open the edges. Let's go ahead and move it right there. You can clearly see that that's a war nickel, so we're gonna go ahead and take a look at it. Philadelphia, 1943. Isn't that cool? Okay, there you go, guys. We got a 1943 silver war nickel. right here. So go ahead and put that up right there. Go ahead and check the other box, the rest of the row. Okay, nothing in here. Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and roll this up and I'll be right back. I'm going to go ahead and take a real quick break just so I can put the other box up and be ready for that. Anyways guys, I'll be right back. No boxes of quarters, Raymond, only nickels. So we have our next box of nickels right here. Go ahead and put it right here. So I'm looking at it, I don't see any silver or buffalo enders. Let's go ahead and crack the box open on this side. Hopefully there's something here. I don't see any enders, but it's not what's on the outside, but it's on what's on the inside that counts. So let's go ahead and crack these open. Not seeing anything. Nothing right there. So we'll go ahead and go on to the next row. If you haven't already, smash the like, it does help me out. Go ahead and put that down. Go up. See. See here. See. Trying to see on YouTube how the stream's going. We had 6 likes. It's good. Quality seems to be going well, so happy on that. Trying to see something.
This video has been sponsored by the Bismuth Smith, who specializes in making high-quality bismuth crystals and decor items.
Okay.
His entire catalog and his shop can be found on his website, thebismuthsmith.com. When a lot of people get indigestion or heartburn, they turn to an antacid to help alleviate the symptoms. These antacids all contain some sort of base, like baking soda, aluminum or magnesium hydroxide, or calcium carbonate. The exact details of how each of them work is slightly different, but in general, their overall mechanism is the same. When they enter the stomach, they immediately start reacting with the acid and they neutralize some of it. And in many cases, this can very quickly get rid of mild stomach upset or heartburn. Most of the common antacid products are relatively simple and only include a base. Some other ones though, like Alka-Seltzer, can also contain a pain reliever like aspirin. But out of all of them, I think Pepto-Bismol's the most unique. Just like Alka-Seltzer, it's a mixture of a pain reliever and a base, but it doesn't just use run-of-the-mill aspirin. Instead, it uses something called bismuth subsalicylate. It's chemically similar to aspirin, and in the body, they're both broken down to salicylic acid, which is the active pain reliever and anti-inflammatory. However, on top of this, it also has some of its own unique effects. The exact way that it works apparently still isn't clear, but it seems to also act on the gastrointestinal tract, and because of this, it can help treat diarrhea. All of its effects aside though, what I think is the most interesting about it is just the fact that it contains bismuth. Bismuth is an element that's rarely seen in medications, and besides Pepto-Bismol, there are probably only a couple other ones that contain it. Commercially, bismuth is mostly used to make other things like non-toxic pigments for cosmetics and paints. But for most of these applications, the amount of bismuth that's used is quite low, and it's often mixed with a whole bunch of other stuff. However, Pepto-Bismol is again unique, and it contains a relatively high concentration of it. It also isn't mixed with too much other junk, which makes it possible to separate. Then once it's separated, it can be converted back to its metallic form. And if enough is recovered, it should be possible to use it to grow metal bismuth crystals. I actually already tried doing this a couple years ago, but I did it on a relatively small scale. And on top of this, I think I made a slight mistake, so I only ended up getting around 5 grams of bismuth, which really wasn't enough to do much of anything with. However, I've always really liked the idea of growing metal crystals from Pepto-Bismol, so I've decided to revisit the project. Keep in mind though that this whole project is mostly just for fun, and it's by no means cost efficient. It's way cheaper and easier to just directly buy bismuth metal, but I'll talk about that later in the video. Pepto-Bismol is most commonly found as a pink liquid, but this isn't the best form to extract from. This is mostly because the concentration of bismuth in it is low compared to its cost. However, there are also some practical reasons that make extracting from the liquid a lot slower and potentially more difficult. The much better option is to just go with one of the off-brand tablet forms. In my other video, I did it with pills, but when I went to my local pharmacy this time, I noticed that the chewables were a lot cheaper. They both contained the same amount of bismuth, but I was able to get twice the amount of chewables for only 50% more. I then quickly looked at the ingredients, and they didn't seem to contain anything that could cause too much of an issue, so I picked up 10 boxes. Now the first thing that I had to do was combine together all these tablets, but unfortunately this brand Life chose to make things difficult. For some reason, every single one of them was individually packaged, and I had to manually break them all out. It took about 30 minutes to do this, and when I was done, I was left with a pile of 480 pills. These were then all picked up and put into a beaker, and I temporarily placed them on the side. The next step was to make a dilute solution of hydrochloric acid, and to do this, I added 3 liters of water to a large container, followed by a liter of the concentrated acid. I did this slowly and as carefully as possible to minimize splashing, but of course, some still did happen. This is why when working with acids, it's really important to wear proper safety gear, especially things like goggles. But anyway, after it was added, I stirred it around until it looked like it was all mixed together evenly. Then into this, I dumped in some of the tablets, and immediately, both the calcium carbonate and the bismuth subsalicylate started reacting with the acid. For the calcium carbonate, it's an acid-base reaction, and it's neutralizing some of the hydrochloric acid. And in doing so, it's generating calcium chloride, as well as carbon dioxide gas, which is coming off as all these bubbles. Now, on the other hand, the bismuth subsalicylate is getting hydrolyzed to form bismuth chloride and salicylic acid. The bismuth chloride was soluble in water, so it just dissolved, but the salicylic acid wasn't, and it separated out as this white solid and floated to the top. At first, this wasn't really an issue, but as more salicylic acid was generated, it started to become a bit of a problem. It was getting carried to the top because it was being pulled up by the carbon dioxide, but once it got there, it wasn't letting the gas easily escape. This caused some foaming to start happening, but that was kind of a problem because there wasn't very much room to accommodate any of that. In hindsight, I probably should have used a larger container, but it did still end up being okay. I just had to be careful to not add too many tablets at once, and I also had to stir it frequently to knock down the bubbling and foaming. After the last ones were added, I continued stirring it occasionally for a couple hours, and pretty much everything disappeared. What I had now was a solution of calcium chloride and bismuth chloride mixed with a whole bunch of solid salicylic acid and pill filler. This would all have to be separated off, but I was worried that if I tried filtering it like this, it could block the filter. So instead, I tried leaving it overnight so that a lot of the solid junk would settle out at the bottom. When I came back to it the next day, I saw that it only kind of worked. A lot of the pill filler and other junk did sink to the bottom, but most of the salicylic acid seemed to just stay at the top. I tried stirring it a bit to see if it would knock it down, but it didn't really do much. I didn't really think this would be too much of an issue though, so I just moved on to filtering. I started adding it to my vacuum filter, but unfortunately, it didn't work as well as I had hoped. Some of the filler was unfortunately still able to make it through. When this happens, you can normally just wait for the filtrate to clear up and then add everything back into the filter and pull it through again. So I tried that, and initially, it did seem to be working okay. However, as time went on, things kept getting slower and slower. Even though most of the filler had sank to the bottom, there was still apparently enough floating around to block the filter. I was initially kind of confused by this because I did look at the label and I didn't notice anything that could cause this problem. But just to be sure, I decided to take another look and, well, I did miss something. I honestly have no idea how I didn't see it because it's blatantly just there, but one of the ingredients is pre-gelatinized starch. This is possibly one of the most annoying pill additives to try to filter off, and if I'd seen that it was there,
Let's see. Can you hear me? Let's see. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Let's see.
I never would have tried this. With the pills that I did in the last video, it was super easy to filter, so all the money that I saved by doing this, I'm just paying back with time. But anyway, at this point, I was kind of just stuck with my mistake, and I had to come up with a solution. I did some quick testing, and I found that basic gravity filtration using coffee filters and a strainer was still slow, but it didn't seem to jam like the vacuum filter. The stuff that passed through also wasn't perfectly clear, but it was definitely a lot better. And unlike my vacuum filter, which I only had one of, I had multiple strainers and bowls, so I was able to make a few setups like this. This ended up speeding up things a lot, but still, the process was quite slow, and it took about half a day to filter everything. When it was all done though, it still had some filler in it, so I filtered it again. This time it was done through cotton with a bit of sea light, which is basically just extremely fine silica. I made several little setups like this, and each time it was done, I dumped it into a large plastic container. This whole process took again another half a day, and this was what I had when I was done. It unfortunately still wasn't perfectly clear because a couple of my setups let a small amount of the filler through. Compared to the whole mess that I started with though, it was definitely way better. This was all the salicylic acid and filler that was separated out, and it kind of looked like yogurt or icing. From this mixture, it is possible to separate the salicylic acid, and I was tempted to do it. However, while I was still deciding, I accidentally knocked the dish on the floor and shattered it, so I ended up just throwing it all out.
Let's see if this is it working? Okay. I think it will work this time. I think I fixed the problem. Okay, is it okay, hopefully it doesn't, that commercial thing doesn't come back on. See, nothing here. Okay, we got a 1952. See anything else? See, hopefully this opens correctly. Not seeing any edges. Oops. You got a proof. Isn't that cool? I'll show you that one right now. It's gonna fill up a spot in my book. I know. Imagine a shield nickel. So we got a proof nickel here. It's been heavily circulated. You can see the Monticello. And you can see it's a 1992S. So we got a pretty cool find that will upgrade in the book. Well, won't upgrade, but it'll be added to the book because I'm pretty sure I don't have a 1992S proof. Yep. Another spot field on the book. Pretty cool. Somebody, I don't know why somebody would crack open a proof set, cut it open just to get a nickel out and spend it. Just makes no sense. Okay, a shield nickel. A shield nickel is a coin that it's just a regular nickel. I don't have one on hand because I have never had one. That let's see. So it's one of the first nickels ever that U.S. ever made. See if I can find a good image of one so I can show you. See if I can. So it's here. It's here, so I can share my screen. Let's see. Okay. So here, that's a shield nickel. It says in God we trust, 1880. That's you see that's the shield. And then on the obverse you can see it says 5 cents and it says United States of America. So that's what a shield nickel is. See how they get there you go. So that's what a shield nickel is. It's a pretty cool coin. I don't have one in my collection, but I would hope to get one. It's a pretty cool coin though. Yeah, it's a pretty awesome looking coin. I'll be right back. Guys, I'm back. My mom just came from work, so I just wanted to go say hi to her. So let's go ahead and get back onto the hunt. Hopefully we get some more proofs. It's always fun to find proofs, always a cool looking coin. One minted so nicely. I'm already getting tired. It's barely 8:08. But it's barely like 6 o'clock, right? It's barely 6 o'clock for John. Excuse me. But I think I should make a presentation on like nickels and stuff like that, just different coins. Make some more presentations like that. This box has been very slow. Hopefully we get some good stuff here. Let's see here. 1970. But if you want, we can go with some pretty interesting coins. And Raymond has some pretty interesting coins. A lot of the guys in the community have pretty interesting coins. You know, I have a pretty relating to nickels. I have this pretty cool, interesting. It's around the size of a nickel. It's exactly the size of a nickel. It's a Dutschreich 10 Pfennig. It's a Nazi coin. You can see the swastika in the middle. Pretty cool coin. Still got some rolls to go. I think I might even end the stream a bit. Wow, look what I just found. It's cool. So it looked like a regular nickel first. Then like somebody did like they dinged up all the sides like this. Made it like a little ornate pattern. I'll hold on to that. It's a cool, interesting find. Whew. Do, 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 do. 1958. Go ahead and add that on. They also did the back for this one. Nope, they didn't. Okay, I'm not seeing any special edges. Nothing there. Right on the 65th row. Been going for quite a while. See, can't find any, don't see anything here. Got that one finished. On to the next one. See any interesting edges? Edges haven't been really interesting at all. Nothing here. Almost dropped that over. Okay, let's go ahead and see this. See. Okay, let's go ahead and see this.
My videos, appreciate it, and it means a lot to me that you guys take time to have 35.
Go ahead and see this. Let's see here. Just checking out your channel right now, John. And
my videos, appreciate it, and it means a lot to me that you guys take time to have 35.
See this. I've always wanted to start panning. It seems really fun, but I've heard that it's like really tiring to pan. Just checking out your channel right now, John. And
my videos, appreciate it, and it means a lot to me that you guys take time to have 35.
See this. I've always wanted to start panning. It seems really fun, but I've heard that it's like really tiring to pan. Just checking out your channel right now, John.
my videos, appreciate it, and it means a lot to me that you guys take time. Have 35
Serious. I've always wanted to start painting. It seems really fun, but I've heard that it's like very tiring to paint.
Just checking out your channel right now, John.
my videos, appreciate it, and it means a lot to me that you guys take time. Have 35
Serious. I've always wanted to start painting. It seems really fun, but I've heard that it's like very tiring to paint. Just checking out your channel right now, John.
my videos, appreciate it, and it means a lot to me that you guys take time. Have 35
Serious. I've always wanted to start painting. It seems really fun, but I've heard that it's like very tiring to paint. Just checking out your channel right now, John.
my videos, appreciate it, and it means a lot to me that you guys take time. Have 35
Serious. I've always wanted to start painting. It seems really fun, but I've heard that it's like very tiring to paint. Just checking out your channel right now, John.
my videos, appreciate it, and it means a lot to me that you guys take time. Have 35
Serious. I've always wanted to start painting. It seems really fun, but I've heard that it's like very tiring to paint. Just checking out your channel right